Hey everybody, live on Sunday instead of Saturday. Had a lot of stuff to do yesterday. Um, a lot of stuff. Still got stuff to do. I just took a break. I fixed an old Echo handheld blower. Now I'm just I got to fix an MS250 chainsaw. I figured I'd just take a break, do a quick live, and see if anyone's around. Let me throw the link out there. There's the link. Yeah, it's Sunday. What time is it? About 10:36, 10:37. Still morning. Anywho, we'll see if any other regulars come up and say hello. I did that shout out the other day to Tom Dolby. Tom helped me out immensely with a brake cable for a Lawn Boy 10302. Worked out perfect, Tom. Thanks if you're listening or watching. Hey, Jamie. And yeah, that worked out good. And I said today we just had an old handheld gray Echo handheld blower, a weird one. It was a blower, shredder, vac, and all that stuff. Motor coach. Good morning. Um, Needed all new fuel lines and everything, and all that stuff. That's all right. Maybe when you get back, Jay, if I'm still on, not a big deal. I just had so much to do yesterday. The weather was nice. I figured get it done because it rained from about 3, 4 o'clock yesterday all the way through this morning. We needed it. I mean, everything's soaking wet right now, but we actually needed it. The Lawn Mechanic. Where are you out of? I know the channel. I've seen it, but where exactly are you out of, Mr. Lawn Mechanic? Curious. Um, I'll put the link out if anyone wants to come up, say hello. There is the link. Just click on that. Get your camera and your mic ready. You could be on your phone. You could be anywhere. You come up, say hello to everybody. I figure since I didn't do it yesterday, I got a bunch of emails from people saying, "What's going on? Why aren't you live?" So I figured I'd go on and do a quick one today. Ohio, okay. I have friends of mine in Chillicothe, Ohio, next to Chillicothe, and in Akron. I have friends there work for Goodyear, Akron, and another good friend of mine out in Chillicothe area. So Indiana, Chris, hello. How's it going? But like I said, just taking a break, working on a few things in Florida. Yeah, yeah. I tell you, mostly. Yeah, we did have a lot of snow this year. It was a heck of a snow year. Um, Wish we had a lot more. Well, we're good to get rain. It's April. It's almost the end of April, but we haven't gotten a lot of rain in April. Usually April showers and all that, but we haven't gotten too much. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. So anyway, just figured I'd come on and see if anyone was around, want to chat. Small engine questions, small engine chat. Feel free. And so I just worked on an Echo handheld, and I like the Echo. They start usually on the first or second pull versus a steel. Usually 3 or 4 pulls with a steel. Um, so Pete Froud, hello Pete. Maurice, how you doing? Maurice, are you the guy who's local to me, like Stratford area? I'm trying to remember who you are. I know you and I had talked once or twice. I think you're local to me. And Mr. Klaus,
Hey, Kenny, what's
what's
up?
going on? How's the reception?
What?
How am I coming over? All right.
Yeah. It's really good, really good.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I did just fixed an echo. I figured I'd take a break, come on for a little bit.
Yeah.
And oh, I just want to do that public service announcement. I said to you guys this morning. Our friend Lewis, lawn mowers and boat mowers, lost his son. I believe I was talking to Wayne the other day. So our thoughts and prayers go out to
Brock.
Brock and his family. We don't know any details, but if it is in fact true, Brock, we are sorry, and you have our condolences. Uh, let's
That's
see.
that's a tough one.
Yeah, especially young. Someone said he was 25. So thoughts
Oof.
and prayers out to you, Brock, and your family.
Yeah.
Dethatching blades. I when I was younger, I bought one of those at a local department store, and I put it on an old push mower. The thing was, you have to watch how high you set it or how low you set it, because when I did it on my father's lawn, I destroyed his lawn. I ripped up all the grass. It's supposed to be for thatch, so you really got to watch the depth of it and all that. They do work. Don't get me wrong. They do work. They're not at all balanced. So when you put that thing on there and start up your mower, it's going to be shaking violently because they are in no way balanced. So, you know, but they do work. They absolutely do work. I prefer to have like a tow behind or a push behind one with the tines that just grabs the stuff as you're mowing. I have one for my snapper rear engine rider that mounts in the front, so you can thatch and then it sucks it up into the bagger as you're going. But yeah, they do work. They do.
I don't
Jeez.
particularly like them.
Nah.
Because
But
the whole idea is that if it's the type that just has that spring loaded
yeah,
peg, and all it does is that it loosens um you
everything.
know well, yeah, everything, but it moves way too fast, and
Yeah.
it's this. I mean, normally when you detach, you want to remove the thatch. You want to
Hmm.
create, maybe cut the upper part of the roots of the grass plants so they to sort of kick them into growing more. But these rotating one to I don't like them. And also if you have a lawn that is suffering a little bit, say with poor soil conditions and or moisture, and that thing just makes it worse.
Yeah. Yeah, you could buy the Greenworks electric version that has
Yeah, exactly. Or
the
you can go
tiny
red
thing.
one. I mean, that's what I recommend people when they ask me, is a go red one. I mean, you can
Yeah.
get yourself a good Honda product or something that has those solid blades that cuts down into the soil, and the grass
Mm.
works much better, and the grass recovers much faster as well.
Mm. Yeah, you got to do it. Cut the grass short first before you do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and be prepared, because there is there's stuff coming out of your lawn that you didn't.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of a
Yeah.
material that you loosen up.
Yeah, I actually had one of these Chris saying thatching rake. What a pain in the ass that way. You grab it just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really
Oh
gotta
yeah.
tug it. It
You
should
got
have
no.
handles on it, instead of a long straight handle.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
have no shoulders after working one of
No.
those.
Yeah. Especially if you have a good sized lawn.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
John.
Uh-oh, what are we drinking today, Klaus? Anything good?
It is a golden ale. It's called
Ah.
ale. It's a nice
Is that
little.
still off from your local brewery?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
There you go. Oh, what's on the floor back there? I see a red jobby. What's that red?
That one.
Yeah.
That's it's an electric mower
Oh.
battery. Quite a nice one, actually. It's the
Hey, John.
definition of a mower that. Hold on, let me put it up on this one. It's the first price ride that is very, very close to a gas-powered model. It has a lot. This one has a lot of torque. Let me Bruce Pender my way up here. So yeah, it runs off two fair-sized 36-volt batteries, 8 amp hour. So yeah, it's a nice one. Lots of power in it. It either side discharge or it fully mulches. So,
Hmm.
so you can see it.
Oh, yeah. That's a skill, or what is it?
It's an Alco.
Oh, okay.
Alco is a German brand. It's designed in Germany and manufactured in
Mhm.
Austria. So yeah, it's one of those brands. I kind of want to say like Toro sometimes. That they're smack there in the middle. They're better than the regular homeowner stuff, without going commercial in prices. So it's a good quality. It's nice.
Yeah, my dealer right now is about 20% electric
Hmm.
on the Toro end of it. Toro wants them to buy a certain amount, but now that I think they've agreed to, you don't have to buy tons, but at least a certain amount. And some people want them. He also stocks the steel push
Hmm.
mower, And who makes that, Klaus? Did you say someone you know makes that steel mower, the push mower?
Yeah, that's Alco.
Oh, it is Alco. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the last time I checked. I mean, the weird thing about when companies have other companies produce their stuff, they can switch
Hmm.
supplier
Yep.
overnight.
Uh-oh.
But the regular tractor configured steel tractors we get over here today, they're manufactured by that brand Alco.
Hmm.
Steel.
Casey, no snow where he is. Usually in Iowa, he's usually one of the last ones to tell us he has snow.
Mm.
Kenny,
But
can
probably
you
just
hear the noise they're making outside?
Yeah.
who?
Who
What
did you
noise?
who did
Yeah,
you get to do stuff for you? Ooh,
I got them
what's going on?
repointing the chimney.
Oh, your
Ooh,
chimney?
nice.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, Hank?
Yeah,
Wow.
they were supposed to do it last Thursday, but
Now, what are they cutting out all the joints first?
yeah,
That's the thing.
cut
You
out
got to
the
really
joint.
cut the joints deep.
Yeah, and then they regrout it. But if it's too much noise, I'll shut it off.
Mm. Let's see. Uh-oh. No snow for Casey. Oh, rain and tornadoes. I think I'd probably rather have snow.
Jeez. I'll take snow any day
Yeah.
over tornadoes.
Yeah. My neighbor's got the Cobalt. Yeah.
80 volt. Wow, that's a lot of.
Well, I think is it 80 or
That's-
dual 40? 40 and 40.
It depends on the engine and the configuration, right?
Yeah.
You can run 80 on 240s. This one is 36 engine, so the two batteries just delivers a fairly long runtime.
Mm-hmm.
You basically got 16 amp hours worth of runtime
Oh.
on 36 volts.
Tornadoes for John too down there where he is.
Oh, geez.
Hmm.
That's common in spring to have tornadoes.
It depends. Yeah, it depends where you are.
Okay.
Oh, here you go, Klaus.
I thought
I
it
don't
was.
know. I don't know too much about the. I like only because my dealer sells them. I like, excuse me, the Toro, the Toro one. But the thing is, with the Toro, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they include an extra battery now, whereas they didn't before, and people were bitching because it was half the price of a mower to buy the battery.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Same here.
yeah. Yeah, look at Honda, $600 battery. I believe it. I believe it.
$375 per battery. It takes
Wow.
two.
What do they warranty the batteries for? 3 years, 4 years?
2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does it take to charge
No,
one of those things?
Typical German product. They believe in their stuff so much that they only give you 2
Yeah.
years.
How long to charge it?
Go.
How
Huh?
long to charge it?
I think from almost dead to full in the smart dual charger, it'll take you about an
Oh, that's
hour.
not bad.
No, but it's with. I mean, that's a nice thing. The charger has, of course, a cooling fan, but the batteries are littered with these holes.
Oh, venting?
And the side. So when it's charging, you can feel all this air moving around to cool the batteries.
Now, is that yours for demo purposes, or what is that one?
Demo? Yeah, demo.
Grass is growing good right now, Klaus, or no?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I still have. I mean, I don't have a golf course like Hank, but I do have some holes and spots I need to go take care of. But yeah, it started growing. Absolutely.
My neighbor has a Craftsman, I think it's an AYP, about 7 or 8 years old that he bought used with a bunch of attachments. And he says the deck belt keeps coming off. And he says it's a fairly new belt. So I got to look at that later. I told him to bring it by. But could be a locked up idler pulley or who knows what. Or sometimes when they put the belt on, they forget to run it inside the guard. And when everyone's outside their guard, they just fluff right off. So who
Yeah.
knows?
Or you can hit something
Mm.
and something is off. You never know.
Whereabouts in Long Island, lawn mechanic? Because we got our friend Arch. He's we've got a lot of them. We got Arch. We got Boneyard Garage. We got Pate's. Literally mowers and blowers from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, from Montauk to all the way Dix Hills, all over the place.
Has anyone heard from the Pates lately?
No, I've
But-
tried emailing, calling, texting, and I mean, hopefully they're all right. But no, I haven't heard anything.
Pretty quiet. On their
Yeah,
side.
yeah. They used to. Hey, every Sunday
What?
they had their 8 o'clock stream.
Yeah.
Used to that. So, oh, and they're Port Jeff. Yeah, that's where our ferry goes from Bridgeport straight to Port Jefferson. Yep, nice
I
area.
tried
nice.
calling a few times, and it's almost like they have
Yeah.
an answering service, and
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully they're all right. So,
yeah.
but I know his father was a little ill, so we'll see. Ranger, what's a Ranger 500?
Yeah. You're right. The noise level is nice. They don't make the same amount of noise as a petrol mower.
What's a
Absolutely
Ranger
not.
500? Is that like a quad or something?
I don't know.
Farm Boss, what is a Ranger 500? I've heard of different quads named Ranger. Ford's got the Ranger pickup. Could be nearly anything. But anyway, what else are you doing today, Hank, besides filling your face? Anything?
Well, I was outside digging, transplanting some plants out of the
Oh.
pots into the soil, while these guys are out here doing that. But I got a lot more trenching to do, because I got more of those rocks that I picked up to do around the shed.
Mm.
So I'm digging
Now,
out more trench. so
Is
I
that
can
going to be
feed
for
it
like
off.
for water control or just?
Drip edge, basically a
Yeah,
drip edge.
yeah.
So when it drips, it doesn't hit the mud and onto the shed.
Yeah, yeah.
It goes
Yeah.
right on the rocks and away.
Hmm.
How thick are the layer you're putting on for the anti? Oh, okay, yeah, that's
About
nice.
4 inches,
That's
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
But I put down what do you call it, a mat first, and then that.
Yeah.
I've had it around the garage for years and years. Nothing grows there, and no mud or nothing, So figure I'll do the same for the shed.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a couple of dry days coming up. They said like Monday, Tuesday.
Mm.
So I think that now's the time to spray my dandelions. I don't have a lot of them because I keep up on it. But what I do is I'll take the tool, I'll dig down about 6 inches for the root, then I'll spray the stuff in the hole. And usually it keeps them from coming back. But my neighbor's got a gazillion of them. But I tell you, I bought the mixture that you mix with water, the Ortho. It's like concentrated. And it works great. You spray it on, and in like 2-3 hours, you can see them starting to wilt.
Yeah,
But, it smells nasty, though. You don't want to be touching it. But
but your
seems to work
neighbor's
okay.
got weeds. Your
yeah,
neighbor
$10
got
bottle.
weeds,
You can make
you
20
got weeds.
gallons. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you, that fertilizer you told me to do, Hank, I don't see any crabgrass growing.
Well, crabgrass won't grow until for another month or so, where
Yeah.
the heat of the sun, bakes.
Yeah.
Then the germination process starts. So, but by putting down the preventive, it's not going to start.
Yeah. I noticed one thing, though, in front of my yard where the street is, about
Mm.
10 inches all the way in my front is like dead. I don't know what the hell, unless it was just the salt
Well,
builds
that's
up from all
probably
the
the
times they
salt.
salted. Yeah. I mean, because usually the front right to the street, nice and green, there's literally a 10-inch yellow strip. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little soil and seed and see what happens.
Well, I'd wait until fall for the seed.
Yeah. Yeah. But anywho,
You guys get more precipitation in the fall than you do in spring.
no, usually spring is tons of it. Fall is usually windy and, stormy, thunder, lightning, stormy, windy, stuff
Hmm.
like that. Yeah.
I'll put down seeds in the part of the season that gets the most rain. And
That'd
for
be
us,
loud.
that would be late summer, early spring. Oh, sorry, early fall.
October, yeah.
Yeah, maybe in the fall I'll take
Yeah,
my little.
the ground is still warm
Yeah.
it still wants to germinate. So
Yeah, the end of September, October is the best time, the best, because the
Yeah.
weeds, they stop growing.
Yeah.
So there's no competition for the seeds to grow, you know?
Mm.
yeah.
Oh man, still trying to figure out what a Ranger 500 is. Let's see.
What is it, a Ford?
I don't know.
Ford.
I know there was a quad.
What was that, Kenny?
There was a quad called a Ranger 500. I think it was a Polaris.
Huh.
Let's see. Yeah, Polaris Ranger 500, if that's what it is.
Yeah, $24,000 for that little thing.
No, 2026 Polaris Ranger 500, $9,999 at MSRP. Nice.
Look at that one.
Polaris. Yeah, Ranger. Yeah, that's an XP 1000. He's got a 500. The 500 like this.
Yeah.
Little one. Those are nice to have, especially if you have a lot of land. Yeah, side by side. Yeah, Polaris. Is the Polaris the one that has the electric hubs in the front? I know one of the brands, I think it's Polaris. The front wheel drive is electromagnetic clutches. So if you got a problem with the wiring, it screws up. But that's why you can get Polaris is fairly cheap. I think it's Polaris. A buddy of mine does a lot of repairs on them because he says people they go over sticks, they rip the wire out, and no front wheel drive because the wire pulled out. It's just like a clutch on a mower,
Yeah.
So a guy brought me a Craftsman AYP or Husqvarna Poulan 42cc chainsaw. Same thing. I take out the gas cap, go like that. The filter comes out, the vent comes out, everything comes out.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's do you clean them out or you just slap on a brand new $20 carburetor?
Yep.
So and the way he left me. I was actually sick that day. I was in bed. My son answered the door and he's telling my son, "Well, if it's no good, just tell me and I'll buy a new one." So.
I mean, the only time they'll give you a really good runaround is if the fuel has also rotted out the main seals.
Yeah, this one isn't that old, but it's just those fuel lines get delaminated and gooey and all.
Yeah, no, but I mean, but when you think about it, if you can do that to a fuel line, what'll it do to a main seal?
Yeah.
So some of the machines that has kicked me around the most are not old, but two strokes that's been stored for a while with regular gas in them, because you start off on them and you don't want to do a complete semi tear down to do a vacuum test, because that takes time and the value of the machine. So you just slap on a new carb or rebuild a carb and it still won't run right. It won't idle. It won't be adjusted. It's just, I hate those. I really do. A machine that's been stored a while, be careful.
A guy texted me a video about a 5-horse Briggs on a cultivator.
Yeah, tiller.
That he tried the Chinesium carburetor and all this other stuff, and my buddy Justin at L&R gave him my number, to see if I wanted to work on it. But it's like, what I wish he kept all the original. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather put new gaskets and fuel pump diaphragms and all that on the original.
People don't understand, like thumpers, for pounding down the soil and stuff, tillers. it's a total different carburetor
Yeah.
because of the vibration, you know?
Yeah.
It's not a lawnmower where it's constantly just flat. It's jumping up and down.
Let's see. There's one of my neighbors called me. The heck? He wants to drop off. I love it. One guy had been texting me for a month, wants to drop off his mower, and every time he goes to drop it off, something happens. He's busy, whatever. He texted me again the other day. Oh, I was gonna just bring it. I don't need to know your life story of what's going on with your life. Bring it or don't bring it. Just, oh, I tried to bring it and this happened, or I tried to bring that. Yeah, you've told me that 4 times. Just bring the goddamn thing. All right. It's like I don't care about what's going on in your life. Just bring it or don't bring it. You know.
Kenny,
My God.
they want to be part of your life too.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need anyone.
They're your friends, and you're
Yeah.
gonna give them a
Well,
deal.
the ones that act like your best friends, those I love. You know. Hey, Simone's watching. Hello, Simone.
You're,
Looks like
you're my
she's
friend.
getting
You pay double.
busy. Mm. My dad's
Well,
new line. Yep,
John
fixed it.
Clem
So
wanted me to share a story with you guys. Lisa worked the case. Here's a 72-year-old guy that used his tractor with a bucket in front, with a lift thing, and he
Mm.
picked the rear end of his Hustler Sept and crawled under it, worked on it. Chain broke, killed the guy.
Oh,
Ooh.
So if you're gonna use lifting equipment, make sure it's certified. No, it's a sad story, but I had the same thing. I got a chain or a winch in the ceiling, and I can pick up only the front end of tractors, and I
Hey,
never under it with full body. What are you doing, Kenny?
John is joking about my cat, but does your cat do this?
Oh, yeah, the high tech cat. All you
Well,
need
no,
is
when you're at night working on
and,
something, it gets dark out, and you just click it on, and
yeah.
there you go.
Klaus, I have a winch too, and when I winch it up, because of the front end going up like that, I do
Yep.
have another line to hook on there just in case the winch
Yeah.
lets go.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a safety line to connect.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting one of those too, because I usually I don't put my whole body under the tractor. I just reach in with my arms, so in case it comes down, it'll just hit the arms. But you're right. There should be some sort of mechanism.
Yeah, a secondary catch, just in
Yeah.
case. Gives
Yeah.
you that little bit longer to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, or even maybe some long adjustable. You call them what, soldier post type of thing. You can put in there and yeah,
A ram.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, I don't particularly like using the hoist because I don't know. I just it's made in China. I don't. You never know when it's gonna let go, and I don't even. I mean, this one will do. I can't remember. But the front end of a tractor, a 250 kilo or 500-pound tractor, you lift it up in the front end, you're only doing about 100, maybe 150 pounds tops. And this one is rated for like 4 times that. So it's not like I'm overloading it, but it's the Chinaman who did the wire, and you never know. So
One of my snowblower customers just texted me. He says, "I assume you work on mowers as you said you did. I'd like to drop off my Toro. I'm assuming your prices are reasonable." I could make them unreasonable for you if you like.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
We can
Robert,
do that.
how are you?
Hey, Robert.
Yeah, I finally got out here that little idea I had of taking the lawnmower and tilting it to one side to drain the oil, I finally made some blocks that all screw together so now I can tilt it to the side where the oil drains out. So I get
What do you mean,
all
ride it up on block so it's on an angle?
well, I have to jack it up.
Yeah.
I need to make some kind of ramp where it ride up on it, but right now I just have to jack the back end up, put the block on it, and then go to the front, jack it up, and let it down, and then it's tilted just right to get the oil drained out.
Mm. I
And
like
I
my pump, my pneumatic pump.
Yeah, I had the Briggs and Stratton brand of that, but it
Hmm.
was the hand pump.
Yeah.
Had people Chinese made junk. Shit, that thing.
I got the one at Harbor Freight. It was like $80. I said I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. Oh, and y'all talking about the horse things. We had a horse that worked. It was the Chicago brand made that sold at Harbor Freight. We had to use that to lift material onto the laying machine was in the showroom. I tell you what, there was some days I'm like, yeah. But now the shop I used to deal with, he had a chain hoist in his shop.
Yeah, chain oil is okay. It just takes a little time.
Yeah, but the thing was, he made sure that it was mounted to a steel beam instead of because if you're gonna do it to wood, you better make sure you got strong, thick wood. Because even them chain horse, when they let go, yeah. Now, I know a guy got killed working on his tractor trailer rig. He had it jacked up in the wrong spot in the yard and it fell on him. I'm like,
Wow.
yep.
Well, that's
Are
even
you-
cars, like in gas stations, their lifts.
Yep.
If you push
Yep.
them things around a little bit, they can go out of center and come crashing
Yeah.
down.
Well, a lot of guys don't realize too. You're working on a rear end. Say you're changing the diff or something. You take the rear end, all the weight's gone. Thing just
Yeah.
flops forward. So what a lot of my friends would normally do is they would put an alternate jack on the oil pan, like one on the transmission. This way, keep it all supported when you're working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell was it? Yeah. Was it Walmart, the oil change section, they have a pit so they can walk up under the car to change oil. The pit's just wide enough for you to walk in and do it, but it has enough support on each side for the tires. And I seen that shop I dealt with in Griffin. He had it lift for ride mowers and stuff. Guys, I think it was electrical, but it was hydraulic. I seen that thing and I thought to myself, if I'm gonna be working on something like that over my head, I would get me some 6x6 posts to help support it. So if something lets go, then post will catch it. And I'm like,
Ah,
Plus they had a chain. They
Cool.
hung the mower pan off to the side, so they'd take the mower pan off. But I'm like, yeah.
Briggs, we were talking to Mick today about when you were in the diner with Mr. Turkey Neck. That was a classic. Oh my gosh, I gotta look up that video.
Mm.
That was a funny one. We were dying on that one. Oh.
I just talked to the guy again today. He's supposed to come out here and convert all these fluorescent lights to LED. Oh, and I was at Walmart the other day. They got the Great Value brand LED tubes. I looked at the box and you can change the color temperature on it. So you can select whatever color you want. I'm like, great idea, but the thing is where they made it. Probably made in China.
Yeah, you got to watch the quality of some of that stuff.
Yeah, because like I said, you have to. If you want American made, you got to go to the store and look at the box. If it says made in China, off. Mm-mm. Yeah, these ones I got, they were sold by Amazon, but I found them on eBay. But I said I'm gonna try them at 4,000K, so that's kind of middle, low end 3,000, high end 6,500. I don't like that anything past 4,000. Yeah,
Yeah, Briggs, remember you were sitting next to the guy with the turkey neck, and me and Mick were talking. You had your headphones in, so the guy couldn't hear you, and then you're trying to creep the camera over to look at the guy, and then he caught you. That was a good video. I remember I was sitting in my truck in the Dutchess parking lot when we did that video. That was funny. Oh gosh. Oh, looks
It's
bright and
Mick
sunny
and
out there, Hank.
yeah, it's Mick and I, not me and Mick.
My daughter's an English teacher. She can correct me.
Yeah.
You can still use me. You can still say me and
Mr.
if you use the right pronoun.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody told me one
Mr.
day,
Clem.
I said, we in French means me, myself, and I. I'm like, he was saying that because he went in, he snuck into the new school building we were having built to see what it looked like. I'm like, you got lucky then, buddy. You got lucky to sneak into it. And I got to do another video. I'm going to put these blocks under the front and rear wheels. I'm going to take an angle, degree angle finder, and see how much of a degree of slope that gives that. I tried to ask Google. But these blocks are 3 inches tall. I just got to figure out what degree of angle that will pitch the more.
Hank, I looked it up. It says that the choice between he and I and me and him depends on whether the phrase is acting as the subject doing the action or the object receiving the action. It says he and I is used when you are the subject. He and I went to the store. Him and me is used when you are the subject. So
Mm.
How
anyway,
about
him and
when you say
I. No. Him and I is grammatically incorrect because it mixes an object pronoun with a subject pronoun.
right?
So if you
So when
say
you say
me,
me,
if I say me and Mick, that's all right.
yeah,
I can say Mick and I, but I can still say me and Mick. Oh, what do you got? What do you got? What's it saying? If you come across a snake skin, it means the snake shed it to grow bigger. If you come across my clothes in Goodwill, there you go. Who sent you that?
Mr.
Mm.
Clem.
Oh, worthless knowledge from the down south.
Yeah, tornado must have got to him.
Mm. We had a little rain yesterday, not much, but I'm like, where is the fool the rain at? They talking about the Midwest was gonna get hit with tornadoes and stuff. I'm like, we need rain, or we gonna get burnt slap up.
Well, it was supposed to rain here all day today, but it's not.
It rained all night here. It started around 4 or 5
Yeah.
o'clock yesterday. Went till about 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah,
Well, if you looked at the weather yesterday, it says Saturday all day, Sunday all day.
yeah,
Oh well.
yeah, yeah. I'll just say that people around here who have actual lake access and have irrigation systems, they can water their yard. But the thing is, they got to think about how far does the irrigation system go? Does it just do the backyard, or does it run it all the way to the front yard? But the other thing is the degree of pitch of the yard, because we've been in a house, we had to prime the irrigation system just to get it to start softening the water. They're supposed to be self-priming, but that depends on the degree of angle of the pipe, how how much of a slope that pipe, that water got to be pumped up to the sprinkler head on it. And then they all told, let go of the power in the new house construction. They won't allow people to put an irrigation system in. I'm like,
I'm trying to
okay,
convince my customer to buy a Toro mower, the one I fixed the lawn boy for, and I
well,
suggested the Stow and Store because he keeps everything in his pickup. He's got a Tundra Toyota, a new one, really nice, but it's got a hard tonneau cover on it. So a regular mower, you got to stick the handle up, but this Stow and Store, you don't need to store it on its end. And if you look at the advertisements for the Toro, it says you could store it like this, but it has to be empty of fuel. They don't want you to have any fuel in it. and that's a pain in the butt because you're not going to run the fuel out every time you use it. So I said to him, the handle stows up double, and it's very, very compact. I said that'll slide right into your pickup truck. So hopefully, I mean, they're $500, but you know what? How much people make on lawns nowadays? A lot of money. People charge a lot of money to cut grass. I know my neighbors all use landscape people, and I guarantee you they're paying over $100 a week to have a crew come in and do your weeding and trimming and all that crap. You know, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. And some of
Yeah.
these lawn care
They-
companies.
They even come when you don't need them.
Yeah, once a week, regardless. Yeah. Although if you have a real hot summer, though, I guess you could bitch about it. Because what was it last year, or even the year before, when we had some real hot spells, that thing didn't grow for weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I got a few neighbors here that they water their lawn, so they always have a nice thick lawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Some of these lawn care companies that do YouTube videos,
not just,
they make videos about. There's one guy, he had a customer. Well, she kind of like she went with what they call the $25 guy, and then he didn't show up. So she asked him, "Oh, can you put me back on your schedule?" I was like, you have to just wait and see.
Yeah, the lawn mechanic. I'm wondering if some of the handles have the height adjustment where you could tilt the handle for someone's height, but I don't see a lot of them that do. I think the Hondas do. I know that. Where you've got different holes, you can adjust the actual handle height. But let's see. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, you could store them with fuel in them as long as it's not too high. I think I have one in the backyard. I gotta get rid. I got a bunch of them. People are asking me about mowers, and they're like all covered in bramble. I gotta cut up the bramble. I don't know what it is, but this year I got a ton of raspberry bramble all over the place. Oh. Man, oh man. Yeah, smart stow. Uh-oh, whose birds are chirping? That you, Robert?
Nope. Birds around here are quiet now.
No,
Our friend Todd.
Those are Klaus's with the not mockingbirds, but
Oh, the magpies.
What kind of birds are those, Klaus? That make
Yeah, we can hear your birds, Klaus.
I know, but hold on. I'll be right there.
Anita.
In there.
Hello.
I got them.
He's like, can I buy that? And she's like, yeah.
Har godt du hvad? Ej, du skal ikke. Nej, jeg kører den nu.
Oh boy, she just walked away. Says, no way, you're not getting it. That's it.
Well,
New lounge chair. She wants a new lounge chair, and the old one has crapped out on us, sun damage or whatever. And you guys can't see it, but I just found another one, and I wanted her A-OK on it, and she didn't look super happy, but we're gonna go with that anyways. So
plastic or metal?
It's metal frame, and then it's got that that plastic weave type of
Well, don't get one that like Sue sat down the other day.
Yeah, no, we don't want that because that's what happened to the one we have. She laid on it today.
Hey, look who's here!
And when she got up, it still had the form of her body, so it wouldn't spring back. So.
Yeah. Tom, you got to let me know what I owe you, pal, because you saved my day on that one.
Well, I had half a dozen of them. I ain't worried about it. It didn't cost me nothing.
Well, you had to ship it. Plus the T-shirt. I love the T-shirt. Everybody made comments about the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I do appreciate it, my friend.
I wore my T-shirt yesterday to thank you, but he didn't show up. He didn't have to meet us.
You could go change right now, Hank. We'll wait. What are you working on, Thomas?
I got this old Generac pressure washer. He wouldn't crank, and I pulled the carburetor off of it, and I tell you, that thing was, God, I'm surprised I was able to save it.
Yeah. You take any days off, Tom, or no? 7 days or what?
I've been out here 7 days a week for the past 6 years.
Wow.
Except for a couple of years ago, I went to the GIA for one day. One day.
Wow.
Slacker.
I'm a terrible.
How backed up are you, Tom? You got a lot of stuff going on?
Yeah, I got a little bit. I got a few tractors and a handful of push mowers, a pressure washer, some weed eaters. Of course, tomorrow I got to go pick a couple of them up, which I hate. I hate doing that. I hate having to pick up and deliver.
Yeah. Do you advertise it all the time or no?
No, I actually had to go on Google and mark myself permanently closed. So I had people, I'm trying to bring it back down to a retirement hobby, man. I didn't mean to become a high volume repair shop.
Yeah.
But it's too late now. I was going to keep my established customers, but I got too many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, Tom.
People all the time comment, "Hey, Tom, I want to get into doing that. I'm fixing to retire." I said, "Be careful what you ask for, because it's going to get you.
Mhm.
There's going to be no more peace in your life."
There's one thing you can do. I've done it twice now, simply to keep a lid on the amount of people that shows up here.
Yeah,
Raise your prices.
there you go.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you raise your prices 25% per hour,
Yeah,
and you lose about 10% of the people coming, and those are the ones you don't want here, anyways.
right. I fire about one customer a day, and I turned down, like yesterday, I turned down 3 things. I ain't gonna work on it. I ain't gonna do it.
No, but I mean, we turn it down because I don't know how you're doing it, Tom, but my hourly rate is but I make money on the parts as well, so it's okay,
I have a
but
hard
when you get to the point where I have people 2 weeks out that before I can help them, I don't want to be that guy, so I just raise my prices, and 10% of them goes away. More room for the ones who's got money.
Yeah.
And it's I've done it twice now, and it had the same effect every time. I still have the same amount of work. I just get paid more.
Yeah, you can pick and choose the more profitable repairs. I couldn't doing any kind of major engine jobs, nothing like that. I ain't doing it no more. My biggest money maker is simply my lawnmower set over the winter and it won't crank. Carburetor clean. That's my biggest problem.
No, but I mean, I tell people, you know what? I always advise people, bring your shit in the fall, and we'll make sure that it. But if you don't do that, and you come running here with some old mower that you may or may not be able to get parts for, in the spring, I'm going to go, no. I can only help you today if I work on it. I can help 3 others by servicing them and cleaning their carburetors, get them going. 3 people can only help you, 1 person. Okay, so no, bring it in fall, and I will work on it and make sure it runs as good as it can. But here in spring, stay away.
Yep.
Yeah, just like poor old lawnmower detective. I talked to him the other day. He's got a shop full. He retired, and now he's doing it full time too. And he's got a shop full, man.
Yeah.
Now, that guy around the corner that's got his shop, I can drive by his shop, and he has just got an ocean of crap out there, man. Just hundreds and hundreds of customers. He'll take anything and take it on up and do it. I'm like, man, I don't want that.
No.
I'm tired.
I'm kind of lucky that that way, because I do not have space around my shop where I can store things.
Yeah.
So it becomes kind of a logistic puzzle type of thing. You got to bring it. If we make a deal, you bring the machine in tomorrow at 10. If you come in here at 5, you're back of the line. See you next week.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing I cannot stand is somebody just rolling up on me. I don't like that.
Yeah, no. I'm only open by appointment, so that's easy. If you show up, I say, "Hey, how you doing? Have a good day. Goodbye."
Yeah,
Because I have others lined up,
right.
scheduled, and I cannot. I mean, my shop is not the biggest of things. I can have maybe 3 mowers, riding mowers, a couple of push mowers,
Right.
And my shop is full.
Yeah, now that I got the Jeep back, I don't have the carport anymore because I got the boat and the Jeep on the carport. All I've got is that little shed out there. I can stick lawnmowers in, push mowers. But if I get 4 or 5 tractors, man, I don't have any. I told him I can't take it in because I'd have to park everything over the church parking lot next door, and he won't like that.
There was a shop I knew. They said you had up to a certain amount of time to come get your equipment. After a certain amount of time, they were gonna sell it. I'm like,
No, but I mean, when I call people, I kind of try to educate my customers. Is that when I call and tell you your machine is ready, you have about 24 hours to come get it.
I sold one yesterday. I sold one.
Otherwise, there will be no space to store it overnight indoors.
Right.
So,
I sold one Friday. I had it in the shed out there for over 2 years. It's a nice Honda.
but 2 years. I mean, geez, if you then we have to get all legal on it and have them sign a contract every time they come in with the machine. Because if you don't pick it up within 3 weeks, we're going to sell it off.
I got another one for sale that's been, what's today, the 25th, 26th. I've got another one in the shed that's been here for exactly 1 year. It's going to be sold. I got it advertised right now. It's a Honda.
Yeah.
I got to get rid of it. I can't have stuff piled up, and I don't need code enforcement coming around seeing a bunch of stuff piled up.
No, I mean, I can understand that stuff happens to people. They bring in the mower, maybe they go die the next day, and nobody knows where it is, and all that. I can understand that, but
that's why I've been stuff for a long time. See, that's why I quit using tags. I don't need code enforcement around by and see a bunch of stuff tags. That's a giveaway. What I do is I take a little piece of tape. I'll show you right here. I just take a little piece of blue tape. I just wrap their name on it and stick her name on it.
Oh, what was that? Telephone?
I think it might be a compressor.
Yeah, I had to turn that compressor off. I raised the table up. But, yeah, I mean, you have no peace. Me and Mom always sit down at 2 o'clock every day and have dinner. And somebody always calls or comes by. They pull up. I'm sitting there trying to eat. That's the biggest pet peeve I've got.
Yeah.
And I had one guy yesterday call and ask me, hey, can I come by on Sunday and get my tractor? I'm like, yeah, you come by on a Sunday, you'll be taken hostage. There's no peace.
What's that, Robert?
that was the oil that come out of the Briggs Stratton on the YS 4500 mower.
It looks like it's about over its best.
It looks like
Eight.
it looks like it's decaf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
that
like
was that was a decaf coffee container. The thing was, the hour meter when I got the mower had 602 hours on it, and it said change oil, and they stay between 50 and 100 hours. So I'm like, well, as little as this mower's getting used, might well change it before it says change oil. So
good. Good one. Well, guys, I gotta run. It's close to dinner time here, so you guys enjoy your Sunday, and please don't get stressed over all these stupid customers. Remember, they bring money.
That's right.
Hey,
You
Klaus.
guys take care.
Take care, Klaus.
See you, buddy. Hey, Ken, here's all those part numbers I got in stock for Toro cables.
That what you bought a dealer out, or what'd you do?
Yeah. The one I sent you was what is it, 6518? No, it
Yeah,
was
think so.
yeah,
You had two of them. You said you had two in stock.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to scratch one off. I got 8 left.
Wow.
got-
That one there, if you go to Parts Tree,
And then I got
$108, but you can't get them. And then you get the guys on eBay that want their gold. They run them for $48.
there's all the Honda belts if y'all need one. And then there's all the Honda cables, control cables.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Hope you got a good deal on everything.
Didn't cost me a dime.
Wow.
A good friend of mine owns a hardware store, and they quit working on anything but steel. They used to be a Honda dealer, a Lawn Boy dealer, and he just he's having to move, and he said, "Here, just come get all this stuff."
Wow. I know Toro, as far as the lawn boy goes, just said one day, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, was it? Somebody did a video on a Murray mower, the ones that are now being built in China, the silver color. I'm like, I liked Murray back in the day. You had the
yeah, I
red
mean,
Murray.
it's still sold by Briggs though.
Yeah, that's it. You had the red Murray, the green Murray was the ultra, and the select Murray was the black one. But I'm
Yeah.
like, because Home Depot, they used to sell Murray, but now with Home Depot and Lowe's, once the contract runs out, like, oh, we gotta find something else more to
Yeah,
sell.
we used to get Murray at like our local. We used to have Caldor and Bradley were department stores, and they used to sell. You had a brand called Rally. We used to sell, and
Yeah,
Murray and cheap stuff. Those were $100, $79 lawnmowers. You know,
yeah. And
no
then
self propelled, none of that stuff. Briggs Classics.
I think I went to Rose's department store one day when I lived in Griffin, and they had a Southland high wheel push mower. I'm like, I like that. I had a Rally Roper I bought. Yeah, I had to take somebody. Anything wasn't starting. Apparently, it was something to do with the ignition cable. It was a high wheel. Then I had the Lowe's brand MTD built high wheel with the pneumatic tires. I'm like, but, the
My
Strain
pop-up
Murray is that
channel.
one that had the yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hey, is that a Cub Cadet XT1 back there, Tom?
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
That's the one I did a video on. What was it? Friday. I had to repair the engaging handle. He got
yeah,
caught
yeah.
up in a crepe myrtle and about ripped him off the lawnmower.
Does
Ooh.
that one have the timed deck? Because I know some of the older ones had the timed decks on them.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know the 1040s, the 1040 LX or LX 1040. They had the timing belt on them.
Yeah, that one don't have it. This Cranston, which is a Husqvarna, this one's got the KT 725 dual V twin Kohler, and I'll show you. He said it would just click, 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 and I said, well,
Mm.
bring it to me because I knew it wasn't a solenoid. It rarely is. The engine was locked up. You couldn't turn the engine, and I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah.
The start,
Oh wow.
starter-
What's left? Nothing left.
it's
The
barely
gear
bent.
all
The whole-
ground up.
It's bent, and it was wedged against the flywheel.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you can tell. See how?
Wow,
you can tell it's
yeah,
bent?
yeah, I could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
bent on an angle.
Yeah.
And when you hit the key, you can see it go like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world? And that's the aftermarket too. He took it to an actual dealer, and they put an Amazon starter on it. That's a crappy. They said, go ahead and get me in because that MSRP for that starter is $200. And he said, go
I
ahead and get
use
another.
DB Electrical on Amazon. DB Electrical, they're pretty good.
Is
He
that
said, go ahead.
Jay?
There's
Hi,
Jay. in the building.
Jay.
He looks like a cop.
What's up, boys?
Hey, you ought to give your phone number to Kenny so he can put you on the WhatsApp list.
Kenny has my number.
Oh,
I haven't had a chance to do it. Yeah, but you're gonna wake him up every morning at 5:30 in the morning.
well,
Oh
no.
yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't
No,
work.
but we're on in the afternoon sometimes, you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I see he retired, but he still got his state trooper glasses.
Yeah.
I'm on the road.
Where are you going?
Heading out to pick up a generator. The guy was asking $500 for the generator, and we settled at 60.
There you go. That's a good discount.
Dang.
That's
That's
a
a
good
good
negotiation.
settle.
I know, right?
500 to 60. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Have y'all ever worked on a generator? I mean, a pressure washer?
I own
I'll
one.
show you. This, I never seen one like this, but I had cleaned the carburetor, and when I went to crank it, it would just pop a couple times and just die. It's got a low water shut off and a low oil too. That right there was blinking. did was I just unplugged this valve right here where I screw the water hose on. I just unplugged the wire, runs like a champ without the water on it.
She barely reaches the window.
Yeah,
I've never
think I
seen
have
that.
the-
Low,
I
low
think I have
water
the
or like a
same
flow
one.
switch?
Yeah, it's got it's low oil and low water. Watch, I'll try to crank it right now without the water on it. You'll see it start blinking. Watch, I'll unplug this wire right here.
Yeah, don't
Huh.
run it too long.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Low
It's not
wood.
mine.
Yeah.
That don't look that old either.
Yeah.
Man, that thing was
Oh.
crusty. That carburetor, good Lord, that thing was terrible. I'm surprised. What I did last thing I did was I took the carburetor off, took it apart, and I put it in that gallon. I used to use that gallon carburetor cleaner. I let it soak overnight. Then I used the ultrasonic Jay sent me. I used it for a whole hour on that carburetor, and it did a fantastic job.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nah, at a restaurant I used to work at, he had the old red Generac pressure washer, and he was gonna try to convert it to do a conversion kit for the water output. I forgot what he did with that thing, but it had a low oil sense on it. I tried to use it one day, and I'm like, I had to unplug the main wire from the low oil sense to get the thing to run. I'm like, did it?
Yeah, I had a generator to storm Briggs and Stratton storm one, and the oil, a low oil sensor was on there, and I unplugged it because it wasn't running. I blew the whole engine.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
In 2006, they took out those low oil shutoff systems. So after that, it's half the time when you find one of these generators, the storm responders, they have a blown engine. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it blew the plug right out of it. Bang.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, there's your problem, sir.
yeah.
Yeah, because my Simpson pressure washer has that apparently they call it the Kohler clone engine, and it's got that low oil sense on it. I'm like, shh.
If it's got it, leave it there.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Somebody did a video one day of how to cancel out the oil lawnmower with an oil filter, how to cancel that out where you don't have full pressure lubrication. I'm like, yeah, that's not too good of an idea, as I said. Because when you're cutting a hill, you gotta have that oil level changes. So you gotta have full lubrication.
Coverage.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's
So,
Big
well,
John? Join us, Big John.
mm,
He's probably sitting
Yeah,
he's probably sitting in church on his phone on the YouTube.
yeah.
Well, has he gotten any more gifts from YouTubers?
I don't know.
Hey
but
Tom,
he just sent me a text.
channel,
You
you
looking
got your website on your channel, Tom, but it's not coming up. Do you still have that?
Google quit hosting websites a few years ago. I let it go.
Oh, okay.
I got that Facebook thing too, but I never get on Facebook and Instagram. It's been years since I posted anything on either of them either. I don't have time.
Nope.
I ain't got time for
So
that.
what did John send you, Jay?
He just sent me a text message asking me if my sunglasses were pink.
Oh,
Whoa.
well, you know what to send him now.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
I guess that's part of his wish list.
I used to know a couple of good friends of mine, and she was really well endowed, if you will. And every time she get pulled over by the state police because she liked to, speed, they'd always have their state trooper glasses. She'd be like, "Eyes up here, pal. Eyes up here."
Oh.
The troopers always had those things, and she said she could see in the glasses they were focused on her chest. You know?
That's funny.
Anywho.
They're out there to
All right.
absorb them.
Yeah. All right, it's been over an hour. I'm going to end it. I got to go fix that MS250 saw. Thomas, thank you again for helping me out. I'm going to send you something. I don't know what, but I'll send you something. And
Send
we'll
me
go
something.
from there.
Oh,
But
here, I'll
everybody
show you
that's
something.
on here, say hello, say goodbye, whatever. And hopefully we'll catch you next Saturday. The weather, it's sunny now, Hank, so I'm going to go outside and get some work done.
Yeah,
So, all right,
exactly.
we'll catch you later, buddy.
Have a
Take
good
care.
one, guys.
Take care,
Well,
guys.
Love you.
Uh,